Leicester, and I am headed to a farm that supplies Regina's West Side in West Asheville. Hi, little Snoopies. Hi. Oh.
The destination is on your right. Arrived.
My name is Aaron Greer. My wife Ann and I own and operate Gain and Ground Farm here in Leicester, North Carolina, right outside of Asheville.
Leicester. You say Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
Is that the proper pronunciation?
Leicester, 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 I don't know. Gain and Ground Farm is a diversified vegetable farm. We're growing about 12 acres of any number of vegetables. We go to 2 tailgate markets a week, and then we've got about 15 to 16 restaurant accounts in downtown Asheville, a small CSA and a small roadside stand. The restaurants in Asheville that we supply, Rhubarb, Cucina 24, Curate, Tall John's, Elder, Table, Bull and Beggar, All Souls, Regina's. There's a lot that come to the tailgate market to pick up, and then a lot that we deliver to. Leo's, the Admiral.
It's like you're listing some of my favorite restaurants.
Well, a lot of the restaurants, I mean, these are guys that care about the food that they're putting on their plate, and they care about us, you know. The restaurants are a big deal to us. That weekly order has been a really big, it's been a big deal as far as us being able to continue to farm and have this as our sole source of income. Our markets and our revenue is essentially 95% of it's turned off. So our restaurants are all closed. They don't have water, and they're facing a pretty serious uphill battle, I would say, financially, having lost October and parts of November, and probably, I can't imagine being a restaurant owner right now. But that's trickling down to, you know, the local farms, and their suppliers. You know, like, we're a small farm, we're diversified, which means that we're inefficient, which means that, you know, like, our price, you know, reflects some of that inefficiency, and so it's higher sometimes than, you know, like a bag of Idaho russets off the Cisco truck. And, you know, the restaurants are gonna have to make that hard choice of staying open and supporting the local economy, and I don't know what it looks like coming back. You know, I think that's really going to be a numbers game for the restaurants to be able to run, and they just came through COVID. I mean, we're all, you know, I think the restaurants and a lot of the small businesses around here are still dealing with small business administration loans that are still open, and, you know, and now we're logging back onto the SBA to look at another disaster relief loan, and yeah, it's a real quandary. I mean, I think that we're all, I personally, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm still worn out from figuring out COVID. And this is bigger, I think, for Western North Carolina. We looked at our numbers the other night, and it's like 35% of our revenue is made in October, November, December. And it's going to be a struggle to figure out if and how that can be made up, you know. I am 100% confident that the farms in Western North Carolina know how to clean up. We can do that. I think we all have the willpower to rebuild. We can do that. we know how to grow food. We need outlets, whether that be shopping at the tailgate markets or supporting restaurants who really are laying behind the farms if they're able to, and supporting them. That's a big deal to us. It's going to be a real uphill battle. I think had this happened, say in July, or something like that, you could see, like, okay, an ascendancy, but going into the winter is already, pretty, I mean, it gets pretty lean, I think, for restaurants in January, February, March, Yeah, it is, this is something, it really is.